My name is Manju Kalanidhi and I'm with the New Indian Express. And as part of the TNIE videos, I have with me this exciting, super talented girl, Niharika NM, who doesn't need any introduction. And when I mean no introduction, she really needs no introduction because she's a star on the social media. Welcome to TNIE videos, Niharika.
Thank you so much for having me, and you're too sweet with your introduction. You're just hyping me up too much. Thank you.
No, of course, you are with 2.8 million followers. I think you are quite a legend at your age. So, welcome to India. I believe you just landed in India like recently. Is it so?
Yes, I came last week and I've just been traveling since. Can you believe it? I traveled so far and came, and now I'm just traveling internally in India, and I'm so happy. I don't think I've been happier in like years.
Lovely. So, how's India treating you, and what are the 3 funny things you noticed this time in your trip now that you're a celebrity?
India has been amazing to me. I just realized how much hotter the weather is here, even though I lived all my life here and then moved there. Just coming back made me realize that weather and that intensity even more. And it's very humid, yeah. But the food, I've been eating my mom's handmade cooked food that she feeds me with her own hands every day. And I've missed it so much. And even the biryanis that I get from my favorite spots in Bangalore and everything. So the food and also my dogs. Those are definitely the 3 things that I missed. My dog, listen, food means also my family, my mom who cooked the food and everything, my family and my dogs. But yeah, and the other things that I probably noticed that are different. The only thing actually that has been really bothering me is the roads. I just know I'm not capable of driving on Indian roads anymore.
So Bangalore has to be ready now. There is going to be a bunch of videos on Bangalore traffic, right, Niharika?
Definitely. Traffic itself infuriates me. Bangalore traffic is like one level higher. So, oh my God, I have to do something about it.
Of course. So now coming back to your social media, persona. I mean, yes, you are absolutely funny every time, hilarious every single time you are consistently. But tell me this miracle. How did this happen? I mean, it's not very regular that somebody can manage to move from 1 lakh followers to like a million in 2 months. There has to be something really amazing that has happened. So tell us about the 2-month phase where things just boomed for you.
Honestly, I wish I had a concrete answer to this, because I'm always asked this question and I'm always like, I genuinely don't know why and how it happened. I just know that it happened to a point where even the platform itself was surprised, because that was like very, very quick growth. And I think it completely changed the trajectory of my life. I was very prepared to do one nice MBA desk job, but here I am talking to you on this wonderful day. We've come so far. It was just incredible. I started making videos during the lockdown, and it just snowballed into something so big that I couldn't even see it coming from a mile away. It just suddenly happened, and I think I'm processing it day by day. I don't think I'm still fully over the fact that this has happened.
So I guess you were just putting out videos and things just moved, like you said, it went viral. Like the pandemic, it went viral too, your videos.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, during the pandemic, everybody definitely, we were all depressed. We didn't know what to do. So how did you like kind of manage to touch your own funny bone to be able to produce those kind of videos? I mean, it's not just the accent, even the content was funny. So how do you manage to keep that humor content in you?
I was in a different country. I couldn't travel back to my family. I couldn't go to college anymore because that's what I moved for. But like, because of the pandemic and the lockdown, I had to take my classes from inside of my house, just like everybody else. And I was fully isolated. I didn't have human contact. I was very depressed. I was spiraling. I was anxious. I just was in the worst possible mental health phase of my entire life. And I just didn't have an outlet, right? Like, I would talk to my parents online and everything, but I didn't have an outlet. There was nothing that made me happy. And I watched a lot of comedies, and comedies made me happy. And I would randomly crack these jokes to make my friends laugh. And I would also laugh while I'm saying stupid stuff. And I just think because I didn't have an outlet and I was so isolated and lonely, I just started making these videos again. Because when I was 18, I started making videos on the internet, but somewhere along the way, I lost that passion. But during the pandemic, I think it was one of those times where I was fueled all over again, just so I can get out of that rut and pull myself back up, because I just wasn't in a good phase. And I was like, I need to pull myself out of this somehow. And if this is an outlet that's going to help me, why not try it? And I'm just glad that a lot of people resonated with what I was passionate about doing. So It just ended well.
Super. What next? As in now, yes, you are a content creator. I also know that you've done a lot of awareness videos for, like whether it's Netflix or Amazon, or about safety on Instagram. What next? How do you foresee maybe the next couple of years for yourself?
I definitely see myself deep diving into long format content, more on the fictional side, trying to experiment, write my own things, maybe put other interesting, fun people into my videos, collaborate a lot more, because I feel like as much as I love making videos on my own, I feel like when I'm with someone else, like the energy that I bring out and they bring out is just very beautiful. And I'm very excited to work more with more people in the videos. And right now, I mostly foresee just doing more fictional and more long format and not just reels. Basically, just fully diving into the content space.
What about a stand-up comedy show, a book, a web series? Are these not on your mind right now?
I would definitely love to do a web series, but I'm just like very picky, because I can be very like, I don't know if I want that to be my first one, which is why I don't think I've done anything up until now, because I get very like, oh no, but it's our first one, it has to be perfect. I'm such a perfectionist. Sometimes it works for me, but sometimes it works against me. And I think in this case, it is working against me. As far as stand-up comedy, I don't think I'd ever be able to do it, because I'm such an anxious, nervous person in in a place where you put me in front of other people. I'll just like freeze and get nervous. So I don't think that's my forte. More sketch comedy, more skits. I think that's my zone.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so although you did say that things were organic and you really didn't, push too much, I'm sure there are many youngsters who look up to you and your content and how effortlessly, at least on screen, you show. So maybe you could tell us a few tips or lessons you have learned while you produce content, like this works, this doesn't work, or this has been a complete no, maybe a few things like that.
Trends are a huge thing on Instagram. People follow trends all the time. But how to make yourself stand out is to bring something unique to something everybody else is already doing. Like when you bring your unique perspective to it and spin it and make something that's everybody's doing your own, it makes you stand out, because you're able to take something that's so massy and make it unique. I think that's one, being able to stand out, because it's a cluttered space right now. And I think the second thing is just making content that you're truly passionate about, because if you're doing it for the views, or if you think the algorithm is going to pick it up or trends are going to pick it up, you lose motivation at some point, because you won't get immediate results. It's always that waiting game. You make like 100 videos, that one video will go viral, but you need to have that passion to help you make those 100 that won't work for your 101st video to go viral. So I just think when you make content, make it because you truly enjoy making it, because it can really test your patience until you get to a point. So just have fun with it. Don't just like take it too seriously and think it's like a make or break type of thing. Have fun with it until it becomes a sustainable career, if that's what somebody's aiming for.
Okay. And do you have a schedule, like I'll release a video every Thursday, or is it when creativity hits or somebody asks you need to put out time? I mean, you also do a lot of collabs and brand endorsements. So how does your schedule look like?
I never usually like plan that I want to do X videos this week or Y videos for this month. It's very just random, very like whenever I feel like it, I'll shoot a video. Whenever whenever a joke comes to me and I'm like, oh my God, I have to make this video right now, it's usually when I turn the camera on and I just blab till I get one single shot that I like love a lot. It's usually that. But when it comes to like brands and other like collaborations, that is planned and thought out because I have deadlines and deliverables. But when it's just me doing my own thing, I just don't have like a schedule. I just do whatever I feel like and see what like sticks.
So in the last 2 years, life has changed. I'm sure, like in the airports and malls, you must be getting more these days. Instagrammers and YouTubers are more popular than the superstars. So, have you? What kind of a reception do you get, or did you get in India? Was it? Yeah.
Well, I've only been back a week, and I have to say that I think I've given more pictures in this 1 week than I have taken myself in this whole year. And it is an incredible rush. It is an incredible feeling. Amazing to see these people that watch my videos, because for me it's just numbers that I see. I don't see these people, right? They see me, but I don't see them. But when I see them in person and I get to hug them and be grateful for everything, that cool, be able to do what I do and like do what I love and still get appreciation for it.
Okay. And what has been the downside to the whole thing? I mean, always, whenever there's fame, there's money, there's endorsement, there's deals, and everything nice. I'm sure there are some things that will let you think, I wish this was better. So, what could be the downside of being this, celebrity and this huge star?
I think I put too much pressure on myself. I feel like when I'm thinking my videos or thinking out my videos and planning them out, or if one video doesn't work too well, I put a lot of pressure on myself for the next one to have to work. And sometimes it's not in your hands. Your audience likes some, they don't really like some as much, right? They still enjoy it, but not in that amount.
Right.
And that's okay. And I feel like coming to terms with it can be slightly difficult because you want to always outdo yourself, right? Like as human beings, we want to outdo ourselves and do better than what we did before. So when we do something that's not better than what we did before, it kind of like pinches you. I think just letting go of like having to be a perfectionist and being okay with like that gray area is something I want to strive towards, because that's something I struggle with. And honestly, if I have to say in general, when you're out there on the internet, people have opinions and people will give you their opinions. And when I'm taking all this love that I'm getting, I should be able to handle the negative criticism as well, because it's a part of the job. Like not everybody likes everybody. I also don't like everybody. So it's just, and you should be okay with it. And I think I'm also actively working towards that.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And you are like so much fun and like I usually don't find much controversy in your content. I mean, you're very clear, transparent, and of course beautiful. Do you also have trolls, Niharika? Do trolls get to you also? They do?
Yeah, I feel like we all have trolls. If you're on the internet, you have trolls.
What do they pick on you? I mean, what do they pick? As in,
no, I feel like you're not funny. This video is not funny. I don't like your accent. I don't like your face. Like anything. No, when they're a troll, you don't need a particular reason. Whatever they want to say, they'll say. But it's okay. Yeah. I feel like if there are like 100,000 people saying, "Oh my God, I love you," and I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah, everybody loves me," I should be able to take those 10 people who are saying, "I don't like you," and that's okay. You don't have to like me. Like I'm not here to impress everyone. I'm just here to find my tribe that enjoys my content and shares a similar sense of humor. And we are one cute little happy family. People who don't like us can feel free to walk away.
correct.
Yeah.
And do you handle all your communication? Have you hired somebody? Are you in that space where you can delegate? Acha, manager ye karo, secretary wo karo. Or is it everything you handle yourself?
I don't have a secretary, but I do have a manager. Okay. I have two actually, Viraj and Parul. They're my best friends because they're the only people I talk to on a daily basis at this point. So they do a great job at handling external communication with brands or setting up collabs, and they just do all of that for me. So I don't have to do the grunt work, but I do most of the creative work now. But I just think they've been my backbones throughout this whole thing. More than managers, I think they play more of a role to motivate me, because I feel like when you're in the content creation space, it's very easy to get demotivated, and you just need like a strong support team to keep pushing you and to keep like telling you that you got this and like to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. So I think they do a great job at keeping me together and intact in one piece.
Right. And doing this collab for KGF2 must have been quite a kick for you, because growing up in Bangalore, you must have seen. So what was the brief for you to come up with that reel, the one violence wala?
Honestly, there was no brief. So I'll tell you how the KGF collab happened. I'm so grateful that it even happened. I can't tell you, like, I'm the only creator that Yash gave time to, and I'm like over the moon about that. I landed in India. The day that I landed, I get an email from KGF's team asking if we could like make a video with them. And they didn't give us a brief. They said, Niharika, you have full creative freedom. It's KGF2. You can do whatever you want. So I go in with my own script. They like it. They approve it. I tell Yash exactly what the script is. It was so weird having to like look at him and be like, so this is the script, this is what you have to do, like I'm some director, right? It's so weird because he's like a star. But he was incredible. He's such a great man. He's very sweet, he's very incredible. It was a great experience. It was a breeze, the whole shoot.
Of course, it was really awesome. I mean, the whole 1 minute or whatever the thing was. So have you gifted anything yourself really cool and expensive from all the collabs that you do? Tell us one thing that we can all envy you.
Oh, I don't think, I'm very like, I don't spend money on like expensive. I don't have like those like, people like expensive shoes or expensive bags. I have one or two bags, but like that's about it. Like I don't think I go out of my way to like buy stuff like that. I'm more of I'll spend on food, I'll spend on travel. I'm more of an experienced type of person. I think the most expensive thing I bought recently is a perfume, which was like slightly overpriced because I was just like, I don't think I should buy this perfume because it's more than a regular perfume price, but it's fine. It's fine.
Super. And what languages do you speak? You seem to know Kannada, of course, Telugu, Tamil. Where do you get? I mean, like, did you grow up in a family of South Indians?
Oh yes, my family is fully South, but proudly South Indian. My parents grew up in Chennai.
Okay.
I grew up in Bangalore, so I get the Tamil from their Chennai roots. Because my mom, growing up, she would watch serials like RSC, Kolangal, and all of this. And as a kid, when I just sit there and like watch it with her, I just picked up the languages. Telugu, my whole family is from the South, right? So my parents, like side of the family, they're all from Andhra. So even though these people grew up in Chennai and the family is from Andhra, like we just, I picked up Telugu and then Kannada because I lived in Bangalore, and Hindi because second language in school, and English. But I can also like understand Gujarati a little bit. When people speak these different languages, I can understand. Malayalam I can understand, but I cannot speak it. That's one South Indian language I'm yet to conquer.
Are you planning regional content too? I mean, you do a lot of this is smattering of various languages, but are you looking at extremely specific Kannada or Tamil content as well in your videos?
I've thought about it, but I only hesitate because I know my audience is from the southern parts of the South, right? And now I also have a huge following that's from the North. So I feel like if I stick to a regional side, it can kind of not be relatable to a lot of the audience, which is why like I bring in my regional roots, but I keep it slightly pan-India.
Awesome. So very, very busy days ahead for you, I'm sure. And you are returning to LA after a month, is it?
I'm going back to LA in June. So I'm here for like another month and a half.
And it's
so I'm very excited.
Right.
I'm going to be young.
Okay. We'll do some rapid fire, like Karan Johar style rapid fire. Okay. So 3 Instagrammers your fans should follow.
Liza Koshy, Bretman Rock. Those are the only 2 that I follow like that. But I think Michaela, she's like one makeup Instagrammer, but I'm obsessed.
Okay. What's the worst comment you have received ever across your social media?
Ooh. I feel like I would have received a lot of horrible ones. It's just that I don't retain them because I like to shove that memory far away. Okay. Maybe something attacking, like just, some comments which are so foul that they just be like, oh, your whole family sucks. So you suck,
Okay.
Just for a random video. Maybe like personal attacks would be like the worst comments.
All right. And the best moment as a social media person, I mean, it could be on a dais, it could be somebody telling you something, or a celebrity meeting you. Best thing that has happened to you after you became a star.
I was able to attend the Spider-Man premiere, and at the premiere, I met my idol Terry Crews, and I was able to have a heart-to-heart with him, even if it was for a minute or so. And I think that was one of the most iconic moments in my life because I grew up loving this man. Him and Jim Carrey were my idols growing up, and to be able to be in a position to get the opportunity to be in a situation to see him, super grateful. Just my whole life made sense at that moment.
Right. 3 things that all, especially girls, all people, especially girls, should do to stay safe on the internet. Staying safe on the internet.
Staying safe on the internet. Don't send risky pictures to anyone.
Okay.
Maybe block people. I mean, don't give out your personal information to people you don't know on the internet. And off the internet, I feel like you should, women and all people in general should learn self-defense.
What's the first thing that Niharika does when she wakes up?
Brush my teeth and get my cup of coffee. If that doesn't happen in that order, my day won't start.
Okay. And what do you do? The last thing, is it shut down your Instagram, or what is the last thing you do?
Yeah, I have to take one hot shower, and I have to go to bed before 12 a.m. That's just, and I think I just scroll on my phone, which is a very bad habit. Before I go to bed, I'm always like on my phone scrolling, seeing what's up. Because usually during the day, I don't touch my phone only. I don't know why I'm like this.
Niharika, you are as much fun off screen as you are on screen. We wish you all the very best, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. You were wonderful.
Thank you, Niharika. Bye-bye.